Bula, Amanasa.
Bula, I'm Thomas.
And Bula, I'm Caleb. Welcome to Talanoa Time with
For
FO
SHO.
SHO.
When you hear the theme, for all women and girls, rights, equality, empowerment, what does it mean to you personally?
With me, rights, like everybody has rights to, first of all, to, individually ourselves and the life that we have. Everybody has the right to live their life. Not that you take advantage of it, but how you, or the uniqueness you bring to the life that you already live. No two person is the same. No two women is the same. And with that being said, if we can empower women and let them know that they have rights and they are equally unique. So, you empower women into their uniqueness. You let them know that they have the right to be unique, and they have the right to equal opportunities.
For me, I think it's more of everyone, no matter what gender you may identify as, you all should have the same opportunity to, achieve whatever stuff that you have always dreamt of doing, like careers or goals. And everyone should have an opportunity to get that, and not, one be favored over the other, but everyone have a chance to do what they want to do in life. Yeah? So yeah, that's what my view on the theme would be.
Being brought up religious, ever since I was small, we were always taught that the father is always the head of the family. So they can't, well, I believe that there cannot be equality, although there can be empowerment, there can be equality with male and a female. Because, like Tom said, these different things that you bring to the table, and yes, to make things work, we can't be dominant. There'll be a dominant male and a dominant female. There'll be, like what's conflicts and whatnot. And so yeah, that's what I personally believe. Empowerment is good, but equality, I don't really think so. So yeah, please don't hate me for it. That's just my personal opinion. You can have yours.
Can you name a woman or women who have profoundly influenced your life and career? And also name them and also give a reason on why you chose this particular woman, or if you were to name one or two of the women.
I would have to say the one person who's always been my biggest fan would be my mom. Even from the time I was small, and she would always be, telling me that I should sing, or like when people would be around, she would always like tell me to go and get the guitar and sing for them. And she's always been very supportive of things that I love to do from the time I was small. So yeah, she's always had my back. So yeah, mom, I love you, mom.
Don't want to sleep outside, no.
Nasa?
Well, for me, I grew up with my mother, and well, my dad had actually moved on, so I have two mothers now, and both women have really influenced my life. Have also impacted my life in different ways because they are unique in their own ways. Yeah. So being brought up with two moms is also fun.
Don't laugh.
No, honestly. We all had our ups and downs and all that, but at the end of the day, it's all love. So yeah, mothers, much love.
The women that have influenced my music, as Caleb and Nasser said, definitely mom. Also my grandmother. We used to have Sunday walks every Sunday when I was in primary school. And on the walk, she'd make me sing. Right? Uphill, downhill, crossing drains and all, singing. But yes, with um, with my music, yes, definitely my mom and my grandmother. My mom used to push me a lot in church to join the worship team in church, and um, career-wise, music career-wise, and like yes, they'd want me to sing and all, but I think because of the how the music industry in Fiji, had just started blooming, and a lot of traditional parents wouldn't, or the traditional family wouldn't see music as like a job or something that would a career or income earner, in like something that you do to get income into the family. That being their main encouragement for me to sing, career wise, they never wanted me to do music. But yes, they were the main influences in my singing and my playing.
Now, coming away from home and again into the music, can you name your favorite female artist and explain what inspired you about her and what was it about her work that made you choose her and why?
Celine Dion would be my biggest female um, artist that I look up to. Like knowing her story, how she started as like a regular young girl in growing up, and then boom, biggest celebrity in the world, and like she's still recognized as one of the greats in the music industry. Then from there, I think one of my favorites would be Jess Glynn. I like the way that she's how a lot of entertainers or singers, they would sing and dance. I like that she's only into her singing. You never see her dance in her videos. Or I might have missed one. I don't know if you guys know of anyone that she's dancing in, but she's got this very. She even when she comes on stage, she's very shy. Like she's very down to earth, but power vocal. She's got really. I love her voice. But yes, Jess Glynn would be the modern day Wonder Woman.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Thank you. Caleb, what a
I think mine would have to be Rihanna, because Rihanna, I grew up listening to a lot of her music, and it was not just one genre. Like she doesn't just stick to one genre. She does a little bit of everything, and that's one thing I like an artist who's able to do everything and it sounds good. And the messages that she has in her music is she has some really powerful songs as well. So yeah, I think that's one female artist that I really love. Apart from her, would have to be Coffee. I love Coffee, reggae music, roots reggae, the lyrics. Can you not? Yeah, those two.
Okay, thank you, Caleb. On to Anasa.
Well, for me, honestly, I always listen to songs, but hardly. I'm not even sure which female artist. Because most of the time I'll be just watching videos on drums and all that. But I think I'd say her. When she brought out her guitar and then she was ripping it off. Well, yeah, very inspirational. Because I, for one, am still learning on the guitar. And when I see people, especially a female, that's shredding on the guitar, well, that's really something. Eh? Yeah, never mind. Okay, I hardly listen to any female artists, so yeah.
I know Thomas touched a lot on this, but I'd like to know what Caleb and Anasa's take is on sharing a personal story of a woman who had a profound impact on your career or personal growth. So, what was a particular time in your life where you knew she was your biggest fan and she really supported you in terms of your personal growth and career?
Well, when I started in the music industry, because my mom actually moved down here to Suva because of studies, and I was all the way in Indy. And when I started in the industry, she would be texting me, she's supporting me and all that. Saying she's my number one fan. She'll always be my number one fan. And for me to keep that in mind. So yeah, that's the story of the support
Wow.
and sponsorship. Yeah.
For me, when I lost the job that I didn't really want to do in the first place.
Well, yeah. Story of my life.
Story of my life. I would have to say my fiance, Iris, she was always there to help me. Like, what are you gonna do now? Like, what can you do? And then I would say I can sing, and she would say, then do it. So yeah, it pretty much started from there. She was always the one who's behind me, telling me that I should just do what I want to do and what I'm good at. So yeah, and I'm here now because of her.
Chinay Delroy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for those well thought out and heartfelt answers. Giving credit to the many women in your life. So now we've mentioned our mothers, grandmothers, and even fiance.
Well, let me get a slap now.
Which brings us to our final question. If you had to give advice to young men about how they can actively support women's rights and empowerment, what would you say? You can take it from the perspective of FO SHO collaborating with Marama, having events and gigs together, how you support each other. Like, how do you think other bands and artists can also support women and girls?
I think for music, locally, I would say just to give not just women but younger women and girls who are very very talented, to give them the opportunity to shine locally, and that's where they can start from, and they'll just grow from there, because Fiji has so much talent, like boys and girls, but some of them are still, we don't know who they are yet. So I would just say, look for those young people, those young women who are, just awesome musicians, whether they can play or sing. Just look at Marama. That's a good example of, women who are awesome musicians. And thanks to Cookie and Resonance, #1 song of 2024
For the record. Yeah.
for the record. So yeah, that's what I would say. Thank you.
Anasa?
Yeah, just like Caleb had mentioned, just empower them. Empower them, encourage them. Because music industry here in Fiji, I'd say, is mostly dominated by the males. So I think, yeah, encourage more females into the industry, because obviously they have the best vocals when it comes to singing, and and on the plus side, if they have something to play, well, that mantanga sampu deadly seras well. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Marama being an example, all female, first all female band here in Fiji. Shout out to them, Marama, Kimdo Tunga.
Thomas?
Yes, same, on the same note, I think we as men or the male species, um, having the women in the music industry, all you have to do is just be encouraging, be create that comfortable space where they're okay with being themselves around you. We just need to create that safe space for them, like don't be too much of a macho man, and be, what's the word, when you make them feel, like,
Inferior.
yeah, that inferior.
Yeah.
Make them feel safe.
Yes. So use your masculinity to bring out their femininity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chivalry.
We need, but yeah, the music industry right now, like, we have a lot of young female artists that are coming up, and it's really good to see, because before, the Fiji music industry had men dominating it. Apart from like Koro and Georgina Lendua, who were, Ofa Ali, and yeah,
They were
I feel-
definitely powerhouses in their
powerhouses. But then, the female singers and the females in the music industry, like, after that dropped. But then we have that coming up again. So to all the brothers in the music industry, keep them safe, bring them up, and let's enjoy this journey together.
time. What a way to end it off. Thank you so much, Thomas. I think that's all the time we have for today. But if you have any last remarks, as it's International Women's Day tomorrow,
Oh yes, just as Caleb had said. Well, I had spoken on my mother and my grandmother. They loved my music. They loved me singing, but they didn't want me pursuing it as a career. Career-wise, big shout out to Casa. When I left work, staying at home, she was the one who told me to apply to Resonance and told me to send the email. And after sending the email, sit down, say a prayer. Thank God for the outcome, whether it be good or bad. Yes. Now I have 2 new brothers, So thank you, Casa.
okay, that's us signing off for episode 2. FO SHO.
Bye.